And he sat across from me, fist clenched, trying to hold back tears that had been clawing at his throat for the better part of 3 decades, probably. We're going to call this guy Dan, okay? Dan was the man. And every guy in his circle, they reached out to him when they needed help. I mean, he was respected, admired, hell, even envied by his friends. Great business, fit body, beautiful wife, kids that would post about how lucky they were to have him as a dad, right? And from the outside, he looked like he had won the game of life. But when he finally hopped on this call, I didn't see a winner. I saw a man that was barely holding himself together. His face was so fucking tight, his jaw just wouldn't relax. And when I asked him how he was doing, he said, "If I don't figure this out soon, I'm going to lose everything." He wasn't just being dramatic. He wasn't exaggerating. He was done pretending. He said, "I keep waking up pissed off. Like I snap at my wife. I bark at my kids. I go from 0 to 60 over stupid shit," he said. Like juice spills. People wearing their shoes in the house. One too many questions. And then I explode. And then I lay on the bathroom floor, crawled up in a fetal position, and I hate myself for it. He looked at me and he said, "I don't want to be this guy anymore. I've done the therapy. I've read the books," he said. "I've tried the breathing and the cold plunges, all of it. And I still feel like I'm one wrong look away from burning my whole life down." You ever been there? Like not just angry, but scared of your anger? Scared of how deep it really runs? Scared of how little it takes to set it off? Listen, Dan wasn't weak and wasn't lazy, and he damn sure was not a broken man. He was carrying, though, pain that never got named. And he was trying to lead his life while still being led by a scared little boy who never got to feel safe. And guys, if you're still watching this, maybe that's you too. Maybe you can relate. Maybe you're exhausted from holding it all together, from performing all day and pretending you're fine, from being the strong one when your insides feel like they are splitting open. Maybe you don't even know what you're so angry about anymore, just that it lives in your chest and it feels like it's literally rotting you from the inside out. I'm going to tell you what I tell every guy I work with, okay? You're not crazy. You're not weak. You're not failing. You're just stuffed so full of unprocessed grief, repressed and suppressed emotions like fear, shame, and rage, and anger that never got a place to go. Like they never felt safe enough to be expressed. And so you stuffed them down, you buried them. But let me tell you, emotions that get buried, they don't just go away. There's a pressure that builds and builds and builds, and then they explode out sideways at your wife and your kids and your coworkers, at your own damn reflection. Now, Dan's rage wasn't about spilled juice, you guys. It was about being 7 years old and standing in a kitchen, watching his mom cry and feeling like it was his job to fix it. It was about never getting to feel like a child because someone always needed something from him. It was about learning that the only way to earn love was to be useful and successful, just completely put together. The kind of love that disappears the second you fall apart. And that's the wound. And unless you go back to that moment, the one where your body learned that it's not safe to feel, it's not safe to need, it's not safe to be me, then you will live your whole life with two identities. The man everyone admires and the one you hide. And guys, I'm not here to help you manage your anger. I'm here to help you lead yourself through it, to feel it, and then to finally release it. This work, it's not about being a better person. Let's make that clear. It's about being whole. And here's how you can start. Okay, step number 1. Start telling the truth. Not to me, but to yourself. Name what you're actually feeling. And not the surface level junk like I'm just stressed or I'm tired. What's underneath all of that? What's the fear? What's the pain? What's the lie that you keep believing about yourself that's keeping you stuck? Write that shit down. Okay. Step number 2, write a letter to your younger self. The one who got hurt. The one before the wound, before the mask had to be fabricated and worn. Don't sugarcoat it. Tell him what happened. Tell him what he deserved to hear but never got. Give him the closure he's still waiting for. Step number 3, do some screaming. Not at anyone, but into a pillow, into a towel, in your car. Let it out of your nervous system. You see, rage is not the enemy, you guys. It's a signal that something is off. And when you move it through your body, it can't control you anymore. Now, step number 4, talk to someone who won't flinch. Someone who's not going to try to fix you. Someone who will sit there and allow your true self to be witnessed. Tell them what's really going on. Say the words out loud. Tell them, I'm not okay. I need help. That's not weakness. Okay, that's leadership. And step 5, track your triggers. Start noticing the moment you flip. What was the story you told yourself right before that? What original belief or programming got activated? She doesn't respect me. They don't care. I'm failing. Start catching that belief in the moment and write it down. Refute it. This is how you train your nervous system to respond and not react. This is how you take your power back, you guys. And here's another one. Step 6, move your body. Go lift some weights. Do some resistance training. Get in the heat. Do some hot fucking yoga. Walk and talk it out. Your body is where the trauma lives, so healing has to happen there too. Step 7, visualize your future self. Not the one who has the house or the bank account. The one who walks into the room calm and present and loving and grounded. The one whose son runs to him, not from him. The one whose wife softens when he touches her. What does that guy look like? What does he feel like? What does it feel like to be him? Feel what it would be like to be that guy. And then start living from his nervous system now. You just practice becoming him. That's embodiment. That's identity work. And that's what we're doing here. And that's what Dan did. He didn't fix himself. He reclaimed himself. He stopped outsourcing his peace. He stopped waiting to be rescued. He led his parts instead of letting them lead him. He became the kind of man who could feel his rage and still stay grounded, who could say, I'm hurting, instead of lashing out. And he wrote those letters to his younger self. He screamed in the woods until his voice cracked. He tracked every moment he got hijacked. He broke down and he finally told his wife the truth. Not the performative stuff of saying, I'm working on it. Just leave me alone. I'm just tired. I'm working on it. It's going to be fine. But the real, I'm terrified of losing you. And I'm finally doing the work to not make that fear your responsibility anymore. And you want to know what happened? She started touching him again. Not because he fixed everything, but because she felt his heart again. And his son started drawing pictures of them together. Not because Dan became perfect, but because he became present. This work isn't magic, you guys, but it will feel like it. Because once you feel safe inside of yourself, everything changes. You stop trying to manage your life and you start creating it. You stop reacting, you start leading, you stop chasing love, you start becoming love. And that, you guys, is powerful. But make no mistake, okay? This is not passive work. This will ask everything from you. You're going to cry. You're going to scream. You're going to rage. And then if you stay, you will rise. Listen, if this hits you, you guys, don't let it be another moment that passes by. Do something with it. There's a link in the description down below, and you can book a call with me. Come into the inner circle, you guys. Apply to join for the inner circle. It's deep work. It's for the man who's done pretending, the man who's ready to stop watching his life happen and start making life sacred again. No more double life, no more just surviving. It's time to come home. Not to who you were, but to who you really are. And I would be honored to walk every step of that way with you.